We tell our troopers that as soon as you can articulate their fleeing, put them in the ditch, because that's the safest thing for the public. And we're not going to back off of that. We're going to put public safety first, and that's the safest thing for the public, is to stop that pursuit immediately. As long as they keep running, we're going to keep putting a bumper on them.
Fleeing from law enforcement is a selfish act, and in Arkansas, it's a felony.
When someone flees from law enforcement, it's like they're driving a bullet down the road. They could kill anyone, your family or mine. Our troopers will not look the other way.
Our troopers have the tools, the training, and the power to stop you.
Those that put their own interests above the lives of others will be prosecuted.
We will pursue you, we will stop you, and the men and women standing behind me will prosecute you. Good morning. Welcome to the Arkansas State Police Precision Driving Training Facility. We've just concluded a meeting with our elected prosecuting attorneys covering the entire state of Arkansas. It's not a coincidence that we are meeting at this venue. This is where we teach our troopers the art of precision driving and how to employ the tactics necessary to bring vehicle pursuits to an end. State troopers will spend countless hours on this track during their career, starting with recruit training and continuing through annual in-service training. The act of fleeing has skyrocketed over the last few years. I assumed command of Troop A Highway Patrol covering the metro area of Little Rock in 2017. That year we had 74 pursuits. My last full year as commander of Troop A was in 2022. That number spiked that year to 324. These numbers have remained exceptionally high despite legislative efforts. We've increased penalties related to fleeing the last two general sessions and are in the process of doing that again this year. Despite these efforts, the state police have engaged in 553 pursuits in 2024 alone. The reckless action of these criminals resulted in 3 innocent civilian deaths. 9 more civilians, 14 troopers, and 83 suspects were injured. 3 suspects were killed. There is a dire need for consequences. The Arkansas State Police have committed to holding the men and women who flee from law enforcement accountable. In all 3 civilian deaths, the suspects have been charged with homicide. From this day forward, all felony fleeing cases will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. We want the message to be very clear. We will pursue you, we will stop you, and the men and women standing behind me will prosecute you. A public service announcement will be released later today that will feature graphic video of state police pursuits, similar to the ones that that have become so popular on YouTube. It's easy to stress, or we need to stress, this is not entertainment. It's not entertainment for the state police, it's not entertainment for law enforcement, and it's certainly not entertainment for our innocent civilians on our roadways. It's easy to focus on the suspect vehicle and the trooper's actions. But today I want to challenge you to instead focus on the untold number of innocent civilian vehicles caught up in the middle of these situations. Each one of them contain our families, our friends, our co-workers, our neighbors, just innocent people trying to go about their daily lives. Fleeing suspects are terrorizing and traumatizing our communities. Our troopers will not look the other way. We will do what is safest for the public. And that's why we've instructed them that as soon as you can articulate that a suspect is fleeing, put them in the ditch. Troopers have the tools, the training, and the authority to stop it. It's worth repeating one more time. We will pursue you, we will stop you, and these men and women will prosecute you. Enough is enough. Mr. Shue.
Thank you, sir. My name is Daniel Shue. I am the elected prosecuting attorney for the 12th Judicial District, Sebastian County. I have the distinct honor and privilege of being president of the Arkansas Prosecuting Attorneys Association. And as an association, we come together quite often. And this is an occasion where we want to work with the Arkansas State Police in this effort. It is an occasion that everybody wants to feel safe. You can't feel free as an American if you don't feel safe. And that is the main thrust of our presence here today. We want to remind people that if you flee in a vehicle, it is a minimum Class A misdemeanor with 2 days in jail. If you exceed the speed limit, you can be charged with a Class D felony, which is up to 6 years in the penitentiary. If other people are substantially threatened their lives, then you could also be charged with the Class C felony, which is 3 to 10 years in the penitentiary. And lastly, if there is serious physical injury as a result of the fleeing, you can be charged with the Class B felony, which is 5 to 20 years in the penitentiary. My own county has a homicide pending right now that occurred from a fleeing incident. It's horrific, and it does need to stop. And the concept of it is ancient. Psalm 28:1 says, "The wicked flee, though no man pursueth. The righteous are..." I can't believe I messed up a Bible verse. "The wicked flee, though no man pursueth. The righteous are as bold as a lion." We need to be right. We need to do the right things. The right thing is not to flee. If you do flee, you will be charged and you will be prosecuted. Thank you.
I'm Will Jones, elected prosecutor for the 6th Judicial District, which is Pulaski and Perry County. Every day, there's over 500,000 vehicles that travel the roadways of Pulaski County. And as the elected prosecutor, I take that responsibility seriously to ensure the safety of those that travel on our roadways. Every occupant of those vehicles, their safety is a priority. When someone makes a conscious decision to flee from law enforcement, they endanger every man, woman, and child in those vehicles on the roadway, or even anyone close to the roadway. So I want people to know that we will not tolerate those actions in the 6th Judicial District. I'm certainly proud to stand with this group of men and women today to show our support for those people that travel the roadways of Central Arkansas. And I want to assure you that our office, we've talked in our office, and our staff and our deputy prosecutors understand what a priority this is, and we will do everything we can to keep families safe and ensure that those that put their own interests above the lives of others will be prosecuted. Thank you.